yeah.
Yeah.
That's the name of his ranch.
Oh, okay.
Hey, y'all.
Good morning. Good morning.
Forbidden Balls had it nailed earlier. He texted early on. What'd he say? He goes,
What did he throw out the time of when we would start?
No, he just said, he goes, I guarantee Kane's sitting there in the room by himself. Corey's nowhere to be found, and Jay probably isn't either. I'm like, yep, nailed it.
Well, I was somewhere to be found. I was just rushing home to get here, but we've been here since like 10 after 9, trying to figure out, where Corey is.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the call from Corey any minute, and then I'm going to go in the other room and just figure out what we're going to do. I mean, I have a whole. This is what happens. Just to give you a little insidey. Mm-hmm. I have a sheet of possible topics every day, right? And then we talk, and I say, well, what happened yesterday? And he goes through his day, and then, we could talk about that. That was good. We can turn that into a bit or debag. I want to know, yesterday he posted that video, that creepy ass fucking woman staring at him.
Oh,
He was poolside. I want to hear about that. And then, I have a debag story from yesterday, possibly. I don't really think I was, but I can see how some people might think I was a dick. That's pretty much how all of my D-bag stories are. Was I or not a dick?
Yeah, it's not really, yeah, exactly.
And then there's some other stuff, and I run through it, and he goes, He usually doesn't say to anything, because I know what we like to talk about. But
yeah, but you guys could flip anything and make it good. I mean, it's kind of, that's the way we used to prep in New York, too. I mean, it's the same thing. We haven't really changed in regards to that part of it.
Josh. Can we have a vote on who replaces Corey? Because it's not if he leaves, but when. Happens, it happens. I mean, he's not going to leave unless, he gets a TV show where he's not able to do the show. Otherwise, he's not going to leave the podcast. But, I mean, got to worry about, it's one of those cross that bridges when you get to it thing. And you can have a say. Maybe we'll do an audition or something. I don't know. I fully expect if that happened, I fully expect some people to cash out. Because, I mean, it's Kane and Corey show. He's an equal part of the show. I imagine there are some people who are here just for him.
Sure.
So, I don't know. I hope not everybody would bail.
Carrie said, just hire Brian. He was good yesterday. He was
good.
Yeah.
We go way back. We have chemistry. It's built in. We have history. We were roommates many, many times. I mean, there's a connection there. So I enjoyed talking to him again. That was really fun.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I actually sent him a message after on his personal.
He told me he thought that was very nice and professional of you.
Yeah, I just said, hey, listen, sorry what happened at the end of the show, but great having you on.
Yeah.
Love to have you on again,
He goes, I got a text from Jay. It was really nice. I go, oh, that's what he does. He follows up with guests.
Yeah, I try to, make sure that. But yeah, I looked at the picture of him and his son. I mean, they're just like fucking him from 30 years ago.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ricardo. He does. I mean, fuck. He's staying if it's just there he is. He's staying unless it's impossible for him to stay.
Right.
He's in LA and it's 6 a.m. and he's calling me. Yo.
So you just got me right now, guys. Anything you want to ask me? Oh yeah, that's right. I just saw in the news they got a hurricane that's hitting California since 1939. Did anybody see that?
Well, we're all waiting, so let's just go over I want to know about
this weekend. So tonight I'm doing 80s night. They do theme parties at Big Shots. In fact, I just found this shirt. I just put it on. 80s night. So if anybody's into 80s music, Big Shots is doing 80s, all 80s music, everything from A to B, A to Z. Tomorrow I'm in Asbury Park doing bingo, again, which I do every Saturday. And then Saturday night, nothing yet. Might just do some family shit since I never get to do it. So yeah, if you guys want to come out. Yeah, I thought Brian was cool yesterday. I know I'm just kind of reading through everybody's comments. Yeah, I think that would be a. I think again, I don't think Corey's leaving, but he might get to the point. You know, when you get on TV, and Kane could. I've never been on TV because I'm ugly, but Kane could attest to this. When you get on TV, they tell you when to breathe and how to shit. You know, so like if he gets that TV show, which we're not allowed to say what it is, we know what it is, but if he gets it and he has to film, he might not be able to do it. You know, for reasons of disclosure, he's not able to slip up or whatever on what's going on because they film it and then it comes out a month later. So we'll see, but there's yeah, maybe Spot, maybe my brother, but again, my brother's in LA too and he has a lot going on. Maybe one of you guys. Who's the funniest down there? Who's the funniest of you? Christy, Laura, Rachel, Gary. Who knows? Bingo's done at Asbury Ale House, and it's just a cool. Like you could bring your families. It's an afternoon. We have fun. We shout out birthdays. We get people up dancing. We do contests. It's just like a happy hour. People come in off the beach, have lunch, and then leave. Shit like that. It's fun. It's a good time. The summer, believe it or not, is slower than the actual fall and winter because in the summertime when it's nice out, people want to sit outside and they want to be on the beach in Asbury Park. So it's been a little slower, but it's still fun. Oh my God. Again, Riley was a good person, Gary, but she, in this, we all put in time. You've heard stories. Kane put in time across the country. Corey, we started making no money. I mean, when I started radio, I was making 20,000. I would do Philadelphia during the day and then do overnights in New York and then have to be back in Philly by 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, those are the things you put in. But then when you get somebody who came in and felt entitled and didn't want to put any work and didn't want to learn how to use the programs and like shit like that, it's like I didn't know how to use any of them. You know what I did? My first time on the radio, I was YouTubing it as I was live, pressing buttons like, okay, I hope this works, boom. So like, yes, I didn't hate her, but I just wanted her to like realize that you are getting an opportunity of a lifetime in the #1 market in the world in radio on a morning show, no less. And you're not like, again, and I wasn't just saying, here, do this. I was like, here, let me show you this. And it was just like, yeah, you fake it until you make it. That's like Bill Crosser said. And I did it. Like when I took on the producer of the morning show with Kane and Corey, I had never done production before. I was never a producer of a show, but I knew how to, put content together. I knew how to edit. And I had to kind of learn how to take that role. My brother's a producer for years. As you met, he was, in New York on Z100, and then he went to Sirius. Kind of just learned from him, and then, So like, yeah. I appreciate it. I have my days. There's things that I don't know how to do. Like, I'm not really good with the video stuff. And I mean, I don't know how many times I've called Bill Crosser because he's kind of like sometimes has remedies for shit. And I even call my brother, like, how do you do this? How do you do that? Like, I think that's when you get to the point where you stop learning in your craft. Now with the onset of AI and shit, like, there's so much more to do, and learn. Man, you know what? The hustle, it gets to you sometimes. I'm not young. I know you look young and I act like a child, but I'm not young. And it's like That hustle when you get home at 4 a.m. and my son's knocking on the door at 6:30. It's like, don't go back to sleep. Daddy's tired. You can't do that. We don't know. I'm answering questions as I see him. Michael Luce, we don't know what's going on with the studio. You know, Corey's very busy. Like, it's just like, and to be honest with you, it's too expensive for me. Like, to travel over there every day, it's hard. You know, like, it's just going to be hard. But again, this program allows us to do, like, even if Kane and Corey were in the same studio and I produced it from here, this program allows us to do it. Although, obviously, you've seen in the past and that there are glitches, and now with congestion pricing, Doreen says, it's just like, it's so expensive. I can't afford it on what we're making, and being able, like, dude, fucking daycare is $1,600 a month. He's going into pre-K now, which I have to pay for because pre-K in my town is not full day. I need full day. So, like, just letting you into life. It's, those are things. Yeah, New York City, I mean, I love it, but you love it and you hate it at the same time,
Be right there, everybody. Be right there.
Yeah, the daycare is crazy. It's like fucking. If I come back in life, I'm opening up a daycare.
We're still earlier than some shows.
Yeah, we are.
9:34. We're right on time. We're right on time. I can't hear anything, just so you know.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit. You look like a woman. I'm just kidding. He can't hear me. I'm saying. Yeah, no, I know. I know it doesn't ever stop, and it's for my kid, so I will hustle every day, man. Like, just, I know I don't talk about it a lot, but I didn't have a lot growing up, just like the guys, Kane and Corey. I didn't have a lot, and I busted my ass. My dad died when I was, 9. I was working in an Italian restaurant busting tables at 11, maybe even 10 and a half, 11. Like, so I want to give my son shit that I didn't have, although, it's love is more important than anything, not to be corny, but, I want to be able to put him in the camp. Like, he's in camp now, and he loves every minute. Today's the last day, actually, so he'll be home the next 2 weeks. But, yeah, man, it's just like, that's why I decided to, like, lose weight, because I want to live longer. And I had gained weight. Like, I felt shitty, I appreciate you guys. Like, it's good to come here and listen. We all bust each other's chops, and at the end of the day, we're all family. You know what I mean? It's like, I know that, like Kane. I always say Kane would never shoot, but if I ever needed him to, like really needed him, I know he would be there, and any one of you guys too. If it's humanly possible, I know you'd be there to. I'm not even talking money, because we all are struggling, financially, but I'm talking just, whatever.
Sorry. Stand by. Hang on.
No, we're having a good conversation over here. They don't even want to talk to you, bro. Yeah, side gigs are like next weekend. I'm booked. Labor Day weekend. Oh, by the way, September 3rd. So next weekend I'm at Tiki Bar on Saturday night. It's the 26th, and then September 3rd, which is a Sunday, I'm at Tiki Bar again, because I went there and I rocked it, and they were like, "Yo, you were like nobody else. Like, you don't try to be cool. You just play what people like to hear." So they, yeah. So they asked me to come back. And the test, the appraisals have slowed drastically. The rates are up at the highest they've been in 20 years. So nobody's purchasing. The only people that aren't really affected, the only people that are really affected by the high, or aren't affected by the high rates, are people that are buying $8-9 million homes. So, right? So it's like, that doesn't affect rich people like that. So nobody's appraisals have slowed like crazy. Tika Bar's in Point Pleasant, right next to Jenkinson's. It's on the, it's literally on the beach. It's pretty cool. In fact, Sister Robin came last week.
She said it was dead.
It was slower. It was because it rained. It rained earlier, and it people make their planes early on Saturday, and they saw rain, and they just didn't come. But it was all right. Yeah, you're getting cash buyers, right, Russ. Cash buyers who are foregoing appraisals and shit. So Corey's here.
There he is.
What up, motherfuckers?
Hey, buddy.
Flip the camera again. Maybe see if that's better because we're seeing not all of your face. That's better. Now we even see your knee. Be careful. Oh, that's your finger. Never mind.
That's my wiener.
I thought that was not a finger.
That's a pretty big dick, dude. I just haven't fucking.
Oh my god! I gotta show you something.
Oh no! Is it? Well, you bring up dick.
No,
I don't want to hear
listen.
that's a big dick, and then you say I want to show you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you gotta fucking see this. This is fucking one of my favorite things of.
Again, I'm not feeling too good about this.
A very long time. Hang on.
Favorite things I haven't had in a very long time. Where are we going?
No,
with this?
you know what? I'm gonna text it to you first, and then I'll show the mafia because I want to make sure that I get your real reactions.
No, don't text it to me. Don't text it to me. Don't text it to me.
Why? No, it's not dirty. No, it's not gross.
No, not about. I don't want
might
to
kick
fuck up
him
my
off.
stream.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, fine. Fuck it then. I'll just show you. Hey.
I don't want anything that can fuck this up. It's all right. It's all right now.
Where are you parked right now, by the way?
What the fuck is that,
bro?
It's a thumbnail. It says, "You ever cut your nails too short?"
Oh damn!
You see, it's a thumb. Every single time, like you look away, then you open it back up again. Your mind says, "Oh, that's a fucking dick."
Oh, that's a dick. Yeah.
That's something you have on your phone that if someone were to steal your phone, they'd be like, "This guy's got dick pics on here."
That's fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
And I have a question. You're fashionable, Corey.
Well, I mean.
I was just wondering if I should throw these jeans away. Are they still cool to wear, or should I throw them away?
Now what? Now my thing is, who put their dick on the outside? That can't be the inside?
Well, it's like if you got a tin of Copenhagen in your back pocket for 10 years, it's going to leave a ring or a condom ring. It's just it. They left the dick print in the pants.
The only advice I would have is wear underwear, man, because your dick's got to be shaped to fucking hell.
Anybody who wants me to send them the picture of the thumb, because it's so funny if you're sitting in a crowded bar, you got a bunch of friends, you just hold it up and show them. Melissa, Russ's wife, freaked out. Oh my God. I'm like, it's just a thumb. It's not my dick. It's just a thumb.
She's
Text
like,
me your phone number. I'll send it to you. Huh?
She's like, I haven't seen one of those in years.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'll share that on Instagram, Carol. I don't want to text it to people. I mean, a lot of text. Plus, then you'd have my number.
Man, there's a hurricane coming to L.A., dude.
That's what they said, dude. Hurricane, what was the name of it?
Good. I hope it destroys the whole damn city.
I'm going to be here, you fucking
get
jackass.
out first.
They got mudslides and shit here, man. I'm fucking stuck.
Yeah, I didn't think before I said that.
Bro, the first one
destroyed the whole damn city.
Since 1939.
39, yeah. And you are there for it.
Engineered weather, my friend. Engineered weather. Gold Coast M says, I love how much joy that brings me. Yeah, well, it doesn't take much. A picture of a thumb. A well-placed thumb on some naked legs, and that's all it takes.
There's so many of those that like make you look twice. It's like, wait, what?
Should we go? Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna even do that. I'm just gonna go straight with the music. Here we go.
And we're back!
Oh hell yeah!
It's Friday!
Woohoo!
Hell yeah! And we're back!
Hey, he was off a day. He's out of rhythm with the drops. It's all right. Kane and Corey Show. How the hell are you? Subscribe to our new YouTube channel at Kane and Corey. We're at Kane and Corey all over the interwebs. as well.
Interweb.
When you say that, does that make me sound old?
Oh,
On
yeah.
the interwebs?
When you say interwebs, because there's only one web.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do that on purpose, and it's a joke, but it still makes you sound a little old, I think.
When you say interwebs, it goes back to that picture you showed us a couple minutes ago. The thumb looks like a wiener. The webs.
Greatest picture of all time. I have to post that on our Instagram page. It looks like a dick, but it's not. It's a thumbnail. Just
literally a
superimposed
thumbnail.
perfectly over a pair of naked legs. And when you just show someone real quick, it's like, oh my God, why are you showing me your dick? Oh, that's a thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to be there.
although pretty proportional.
Well, I mean, for some, maybe.
That's not bad for flaccid wiener, dude.
Who said it was flaccid?
It was just the head. There was no shaft. It was just the head. Is that your wiener flaccid? Just the head?
They weren't showing the rest of it.
Corey's trying to tug it out of his hair. Come out of there. I know there's more in there. Come on, man.
I don't tug. I do this. The flappity. I flap it. Come on, man. Wake up.
You flick it. Anywho, so Corey's in Los Angeles this morning. What time is it there?
6:30.
I know.
6:40. Dick.
Hey, no, we appreciate that you get up and, even when you're in LA and do the show. So you fooled all of us. Yesterday you posted, I couldn't wait to hear the story about this creeping fucking woman who was staring at you while you were sitting at the pool.
I fooled everyone. Everyone's messaging me right now saying, who's that? That's so uncalled for. That's so inappropriate. Someone should talk to this lady. That was Alicia.
Yeah, well, who the fuck wouldn't know that it's Alicia?
Yeah, it didn't look like her.
Everybody.
It did not look like her.
How many messages I got saying that's inappropriate? Who's this lady? This is wrong.
A fixed gaze. Like, she even knows he's recording her. And she just won't look away. I'm like, what kind of...
She
crazy.
She didn't know I was recording. I was just holding my phone the whole time, and I'm waving as I'm recording. I'm waving at her. That way, she continues to look at me. So, I'm like, hey, and she's looking at me, and I'm waving.
I'm thinking maybe I'm missing something. Maybe Corey is that big of a star where he can go to Beverly Hills and people are just fucking. I can't wait to talk to him.
I'll tell you what, though, we had someone. You know those Hollywood tour buses that drive around. We were at dinner on Sunset yesterday, and one of them came by, and there was 3 ladies that were freaking out, taking videos of us, waving, and be like, oh, and taking videos. I
Really?
was like, oh shit!
That's cool.
Maybe they thought you were Ryan Reynolds, dude. Because
That's probably the funniest thing you've ever said on the show.
Oh, fuck you.
No, that was funny.
That's probably one of the truest things too, but it's all right. We'll move on from that.
You don't know the backstory, Corey. So I got people telling me I look like Ryan Reynolds all the time.
No. Sound. Hold on.
Remind them of.
Yes. They said I sound, and it still happens. They just posted the running video the other day, and someone said on TikTok, just no one who knows me, said this guy sounds a little bit like Ryan Reynolds. Happened again.
Ryan Reynolds doesn't have a voice similar to yours, though. I don't get that.
I don't know what to tell you guys. Apparently, when he does his Deadpool character, I don't know if you've seen Deadpool, but apparently I don't know. I didn't make it up. It's still going.
No, all right. I mean, you can't argue with what people are telling you, I guess.
And it was on Kate Mac's TikTok page. It's not like it was on mine. It was on hers.
All right. Wonder what kind of comments are coming in from the mafia.
Corey sounds like Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn. Yeah, you sound more like Theo Vaughn than.
Well, maybe
Ryan
Theo
Reynolds.
Vaughn sounds a little bit like. You know what? I'm not even gonna bring it up again. You guys shut the fuck up about it. I'm gonna bring it up again.
What are you doing today? You got something to shoot? What's the schedule?
I'm going to Access Hollywood, and apparently today I have a script, but I'm going to shoot with them today, and then Mario Lopez wants to do another video.
What do you mean? A script? What are you going to do? You're not going to do a cooking segment then? You're going to do something
Yeah,
else?
it's going to be a cooking segment, but they want me to. So I'm able to ad lib everything, but they also want me to stick to not so much the script as guidelines.
Oh, okay,
what they want me to say about certain things. Like I guess we're using products, and they want me to say stuff about the products we're using. Specific things that need to be said about the products.
So you're going to be like the Price is Right girl. And this air fryer, look at this. This is
it
gorgeous.
costs $19.99.
Get it right now on
Yeah,
Amazon.
line.
Keyword Corey B to
Yeah,
save
maybe I don't know.
10%.
Who knows?
Everybody-
We'll see.
Everybody in the mafia, pre-show and now, are saying Corey's going to move to L.A. Is that
No, I'm
in,
not. No.
Fuck
No,
no.
I mean,
You love New York too
not.
much. You're not an LA
I
guy.
love
You're
New
a
York.
New York guy.
Don't get me wrong. I'll buy a house here, and I'll probably be here by coastal. But I do love it here. But I'm not. Unless they were like, no, I don't. No, I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
No, because everything I can do there, I can do here. It's not like
Moving to California, you might as well just gather all your money in a big pile and set it to flame.
Set it aflame, yeah. I
that's what
agree.
they say about. That's what they say about New York City.
True.
Yeah. Slightly less taxes, but you're right. Pretty much right there too.
But no. So then, I've got some stuff lined up, some videos I'm gonna do. They want me to do a video with Tori, the Quavo video. Fucking. By the way, heads up, that thing. His flight got delayed from Atlanta, and because I had to leave yesterday, it fell through. We weren't able to do it because they were like, "Oh, well, let's do it again Friday or Saturday." And I can't. I wasn't there, so.
So you actually went ahead and got an Airbnb just to shoot a video with Quavo because he was coming in late, like 10 o'clock. Didn't want to disturb the family.
It was gonna be a 10 o'clock video because his flight landed at 7:30. He had to go to the hotel and this and that. Yeah, and then fucking flight got delayed. And like I looked it up too to make sure. I was like, "They fuck with me." No,
Yeah, we've done that with you before.
It got
flight aware.
got delayed. But nah. So like but the guy from Scooter Braun's project team got me in touch with all the people out here in LA. So they're gonna try to get me to do a video with Tori Kelly.
Ooh.
We
All right.
don't know
Ooh,
Tori
what do you
Kelly.
mean? Ooh, who the fuck is that? I know who
Tori
it is,
Kelly,
but
she's
who
awesome.
cares about Tori Kelly?
She's great. What's wrong with Tori
I
Kelly?
know. All right. I shouldn't shit talk to people that you're going to work with on the show because they could see it and whatever, blah, 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 blah. But she's not like, I mean, come on. Tori Kelly.
She's not Quavo, but
No.
I mean,
You might as well just get Jessica Simpson. Actually, Jessica
That
Simpson
would
would
be
be better
fucking
than Tori
great.
Kelly.
that would be, dude. If I get Jessica Simpson and some Daisy Dukes.
No, you're
dude,
right. I misspoke. Yeah, Jessica's got like this whole fucking kitschy thing going on.
Yeah,
they'd
but how
be
many
like, where the hell did
Tori
she just come
Kelly.
from?
I can't think of anybody that I would compare Tori Kelly to. Like,
I mean, she's performed at the Grammy. She's performed at the BET
so
Awards.
what?
She also was
Doesn't
in the
matter.
movie Sing 1, Sing 2. Like she's like
Yeah.
the lead in those.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what? Yeah, fucking whatever. And then I'm trying to do. I don't know if you guys have seen the show, The Righteous Gemstones. Have you seen the show? Heard of it? With Adam
I've heard of it.
Devine
What is it?
Is it John Goodman and all them? It's a show. It's a show basically mocking how super pastors are, like how they pretend to be super religious, but they're out to make money. Basically, it's just a fucking money grab.
Right.
So it's a show basically showing that, like they're acting it out.
Are they kind of going after without going after Joel Osteen?
I hope so.
It might be. I think it might be that. It might be that. But it's like a family that's super rich, like the kids fucking are awful kids, and the dads like they have a super Walmart sized church where everyone goes and like what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty
about
accurate.
it though?
So one of the guys in the show, he plays Keith in the show. He's like a youth pastor, and we're gonna do a video together.
Okay.
He's got this thing in the show where they talk about Keith's super sausage dip. I'm gonna bring my sausage dip, and we're gonna make
sausage dip.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I should bring my sausage dip.
In which to dip your sausage?
It's funny because him and Adam Devine, they're the youth pastors, but like they're gay. Like you can tell they're gay, but they don't say they're gay. Like they'll be massaging each other's back, and they'll be like, "This is for the Lord."
Oh my God! Wait, Adam Devine, isn't he from Workaholics?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That show, they should have never taken that off the air. That was
They had the movie too. They canned the movie. I don't know why
Fell
they didn't
through.
do a movie.
yeah.
That's stupid. What a great movie that would have been.
By the way, you might have to rewrite that script that they're going to give you because there's a writer's strike. There ain't nobody good writing anything anymore.
Yeah, right.
What are they going to write for you?
I don't think it's an extensive script, man. I don't think.
Okay, all right.
I don't think saying
Maybe hit the appliances for the plug or something.
Yeah.
A few
I don't
people in
think
the
this
mafia.
Instapot thing.
A few people in the mafia are saying that the writer's strike is kind of working in your favor, right? Do you agree with
Absolutely.
that, or
yeah.
or the actor strike because now they're looking for talent that they can.
So the only reason why there's an actor strike is because they're supporting the writer strike.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure a lot of these actors are even on board with it. They just have to be. You know what I mean?
have to be, yeah.
They don't want to not work. They don't want to not have money. They can't even go to the premieres of their movies.
They're going to be okay with that for just a little bit longer before they say, you know what, you guys are on your own because This is bullshit.
I was told yesterday by an actor that's like pretty high up that he said that early September this is supposed to be done. It's supposed to be over early September that the writers are coming to agreements and whatnot. So hopefully,
All right.
But yeah, it's worked in my advantage. Like the New York Live people, like they want me to come back.
Good.
Is it New York Live? The one that you said the lady
Yeah,
was
that's
flirting.
New York Live.
Yeah.
The one where you were fucking hitting on that chick and she was hitting on you.
I wasn't hitting on anybody.
Trust me. I have a little experience with that because that's how I started dating Rachel Hunter when she was a guest on my show. And everybody after we were done was like, oh my God, could you guys have been any more flirty? Me watching that reminded me of that because I'm not saying you were hitting on her, but there was sexual tension there. Yeah.
No sexual tension. It's just I act the same way with Mario Lopez.
No, you didn't.
Fuck him.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, it was your eyes were different. Your smile was different. No, you're a little.
I think maybe because I was comfortable in my own home, but it's not. No.
Where was Alicia during
some of it too? Right, that's some of it.
Where was Alicia during that whole film?
She had to take Lexington in the dog out.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying you're planning on cheating on Alicia.
No, but I think it was
natural chemistry.
I think it's just because it was a female, and I was the way I always am. I'm the
pretty
same
female.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Well, Lizzo would have been in there. You wouldn't have been out. You wouldn't have had that same
I would have
smile.
done the same shit. Yeah, I would have been smiling
different.
bigger because I'm like, I got Lizzo in my kitchen. You're going to eat it all.
Who's the comedian who says, you know what? I just can't come to terms with Lizzo looking like the shit emoji.
Hannibal Buress?
Ari Spears. Ari Spears. Yeah, he said that.
That's hilarious.
They try to cancel him for it, and now come to find out she's like the worst person ever.
I know.
The shit emoji.
Told you. Michaela says there was sexual tension with Mario too.
Yeah,
as there
you can see it.
Okay, well, yeah, that was flirty as well. Now that you bring that up,
does he know you're into women?
Couple of good-looking boys. They're like, you're touching each other a lot. Oh yeah, pushing each. Yeah, you're right, Michaela. You're right.
Oh my God. You can't just enjoy, you can't have good banter without being sexual?
Yeah, well,
there was times that you put your hand on his arm when you really didn't need to.
Oh my God. We are side by side in a little frame.
Dude, I'm just joking.
Oh, you know what? This is a good opportunity to bring back my game. What would it cost me?
A couple Skittles and a Tootsie Roll.
What would it cost me to get you to kiss Mario Lopez for 30 seconds, leaning against a car?
Now this sounds like some sort of fantasy Jay's gonna have.
No, my brother, he would. This is like a hetero flexible thing. I mean, maybe you should.
Your brother would do it for free.
No shit.
Have you seen the video? It's gone viral. It's like the guy's trying to be cool. I don't know if he's like a country singer or what, but he's a very manly man, whatever. But he's like, my girlfriend has a dick and I'm not gay. I'm like, bro,
you're gay, dude.
Yeah, that's not your girlfriend, and yeah, you are.
That's your man friend, and you are 100% homosexual.
And admittedly, the dude's pretty. It's one of those dudes who probably could pass for a girl if you didn't know, if you saw the guy in a club or something, or the girl, the guy in the club. And you think it was a girl, but so he's made this whole video about how cool he is, and he seems like a cool dude, but he's trying to get everybody to play along and think that doesn't mean you're gay, but the comments were hilarious.
All right, real quick.
Right there. Pick it up right there after comments were hilarious because I didn't mention it on purpose because I'm waiting for him to come back.
I know you didn't. Yep, I know you didn't. Corey just dipped out a second for whatever reason.
I can see that. He'll be back. There you are.
There he is.
Anyway, I just wrapped up. I was hoping to just keep talking until he came back, but
just keep going. Yeah, just keep going.
I finished my thought. Jay marked the thought down, and so we're just going to come back after.
It just rebooted me.
Yeah. The gay thing, whatever, yada yada yada.
Comments are ridiculous.
All right. Okay. All right. Anyway, so I was done with that thought, so I'm just going to segue to something else. So when do you come back?
I come back Thursday next week.
Oh, that's a long time.
I'm supposed to be doing the Bert Kreischer podcast and there's some other things. A lot of collaborations I'm supposed to be doing.
You gonna do it shirtless
Good
with him?
stuff. No.
He's the guy who takes his shirt off. You should both take
the
your
big
shirt off.
dude.
That'd be hilarious.
I care about my image. That's his thing, man. That's his
Right.
shtick. You know what I mean?
Can
I'm a
you-
little bit still self-conscious about me.
I'm jealous of that because, boy, oh boy, how freeing would it be to embrace your fatness to the point where, like, that now is your identity? Like, that's your shtick. I'm shirtless and my guts there and my man tits are there and I don't care. That's my shtick. That would, I don't know. That's
I think you got to come to the point with you're like, I'm done lying to myself. I'm not going to lose weight. And this is fucking me. You know what I mean? But on my side, I'm like, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to be thin. I'm going to be, so like, I'm not to that point yet. You know, maybe someday I'm at some point, like, because all my uncles look like Bert Kreischer. They all have the same belly. They're all fucking, drink beer and overweight like that.
You know what? Ask him about that. Like, did he keep trying to lose weight and then figure that, well, it's never really going to happen? So then he just said, fuck it. I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious.
Thanks for having me on your show. Have you always been a fat ass like this? Is it impossible for you to lose weight? What is it?
Well, I don't think that's an inappropriate question to ask how he got to be so comfortable like that in his own fatness.
Some
maybe
guys
use a nicer word like girthiness or chubbiness or I don't know.
It's a known fact
weight deficient.
Statistically, that when people lose weight, they're not as funny. Like if maybe he's funnier big.
Yeah, I mean that's true. They're not as
jolly.
I don't know, you got that Matt Rife guy who's fucking nailing it. Right?
Well, that's true.
Veneers, 6-pack, and arms, dude.
Yeah, but he was never fat. He just became like he blossomed. He was an ugly duckling who became pretty, right? Like the one guy who's not funny to me anymore is the dude from Mike and Molly.
Oh, yeah,
Billy Gardell.
Yes.
He's real thin now, and he's lost so much weight. Like he's got these big, deep wrinkles on his face because now the skin is still there, but there's no fat in there anymore, so it just hangs there.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like the same person. And you see him do stand-up, and it's like, no, you're just better. Like, say John Candy or Chris Farley lost a ton of weight had they lived. I don't think they would have been as funny either. Like, Chris Farley was Fatty Fall Down.
Yeah.
Right? But he was a lot more than that. I get it. And he hated that he was Fatty Fall Down. That was part of the reason he was depressed all the time. But I don't know. John Candy maybe because he could have segued in. Who knows? We'll never.
I think it's just people in general. Like Tracy's boss, for example, he's a doctor. He lost 70 pounds. Before he lost 70 pounds, he was a fun, loving guy, happy-go-lucky and jolly. Now he's an asshole because he lost all this weight and maybe gained some confidence, and there's no jolliness behind him. So who knows? Maybe that's what Bert's stick as well. You know what I mean?
Rachel says Billy Gardell looks so much older than he is. Yeah, no, that's from the weight loss. Yeah. My sister lost a bunch of weight too. I just, sometimes check her Facebook page and she aged. She lost 30 pounds. Woo! Now she'll post pictures of how good I look and she feels better about herself, but she looks worse. She looks worse.
Some people look good with weight on them. It might not be healthy for their heart, but Jesus.
Michaela says, I think Melissa McCarthy's funnier now that she's lost weight. She didn't get fucking skinny though. Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
She just, and she's funny anyway. She's one of those women who she's going to be funny regardless.
I agree. She is funny. Absolutely.
Kirby Barbie lost 30 pounds, gained 10 years.
Yes.
I mean, I started when I was chubby and looked like I was, androgynous. And then when I lost weight, it took a little while for me to bounce back,
What do you mean, bounce back to what?
Bounce back to being comical in people's eyes, I guess. I think I turned into a different person, yeah.
You got too hot?
Yeah, there was a point in time where I was showing my 6-pack on the camera a couple times.
You were definitely thirst trapping everybody for a while.
It's hard not to do though. Like when you get so proud of yourself, you're like, look at this shit. Oh my god.
Corey, 1 second. I'm gonna cut it right here. Log out and log back in again. Your microphone is cracking like crazy. All right, so whatever.
Mom's cracking like crazy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna mark it here.
I'm gonna ask that question again.
Yeah. Because sorry guys. Again, thanks for dealing with this technical shit.
Hi, buddy. Buddy.
We also wanted to sound good for Spotify as well. So I wanted to.
Yeah, Rachel, good point. He's still had elasticity in his skin.
Yeah.
He wasn't so fat though that the skin was already fucking.
I mean, that picture that we always joke when he was on stage, I mean, that was him at like 190, right? Or something like that?
A little more than that, I think. But yeah, I mean, he was just chubby there. He wasn't fat enough for his skin to not be able to bounce back.
No, and I think he was more bloated.
We're talking 100, 150 pounds for people to have saggy skin.
And I think
you ever see the Family Guy with saggy naggy? Anyway, I was just tap dancing there.
Saggy naggy?
Yeah. It was a puppet show. Anywho. All right. So wait. So let me ask this again. Oh yeah, you're. Wait. You start with because you were crackly to begin with when you first came back. How'd you start it? Like I was a little bit of a dick when I lost weight. Like start.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
And
I think there's some truth to that because when I was losing weight for the boxing thing, like I don't know, people started not find me as funny as I was. But I could have been I was like putting like ab shots like trying to every video, I was trying to like flash my abs.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the fact you were thirst trapping in your videos.
Yeah.
Maybe people were jealous. But wait, did you notice? Did he become less funny to us, or did he change at all when he was all in shape and boxing and losing weight?
I don't think so because we know that Corey, like he was with us every day. I think the people that are on his Instagram, his content might have changed a little bit, but I don't think he was that way with us.
I think Kane's reaching. I think Kane's expecting you to say yes.
No. I'm just asking
honest.
the question, and I'm expecting. I didn't expect him to say that because I don't think you changed. I think
I don't think he's that funny to begin with anyway. So it's like I don't think nothing really changed.
That's two. Jay's coming after you today. That's 2 times.
I'm just kidding. You're hilarious. My wife thinks you're the best.
You want to see funny? Your brother has sex with guys and says he's not gay. That's hilarious.
No, I know. That's fucking hilarious.
But going after his brother's not going after him. Come on, man. Come after him.
What do you want me? The guy comes after himself. You can't go after Jay.
True. I fucking dig myself
in all. It's like the kid. You can't bully him because he bullies himself.
Right.
You're absolutely right.
Exactly. It'd be funny though if you continue the tradition of slipping in a frame of your just do now instead of a thirst trap, like do it now, but like you got your gut hanging out there. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, you want to see me? You want to see my gut hanging out? Come to the Beverly Hills Hotel pool later today. That's the only time you're gonna fucking see it. You're not allowed to take pictures at that pool. Apparently, it says on the wall. So,
you're not,
I'm surprised you don't wear a t-shirt at the pool.
That makes it. We all know wearing a t-shirt when you're overweight makes it way worse.
Yeah, no, I know.
It sucks to you see more with a t-shirt on you do without it. It sucks to your belly button, dude.
Well, like me, for example, if I'm on the beach and I go get a drink at the bar, I always put the shirt on. Everybody knows damn well why you're putting a shirt on. It's not like you're fooling anybody. So I don't know. What's worse? That, trying to hide it, you know damn well you can't, or just going up there with your fucking gut and lay that on the bar and go, give me another one.
I think it's hotter if you just fucking own it. You know what I mean? Because most girls, let's be honest, most girls that are dating guys aren't dating to fit, 6-pack guys. They're dating the guys that have a little bit of love to them, a little bit of chub.
My ex-girlfriend used to say that she liked it. That made me not like her more because.
You thought she was lying to you.
Well, no, I don't want to be with a girl who likes that. Why? It's like, 'cause it wasn't gross. I mean, because it's gross. She's like, no, I like it. Ew, how can you like that? Are you setting me up? You know what I thought she was doing? Setting me up for when she gets fat. Right? And then I'm supposed to like that when she gets fat. I liked your fat, why can't you like my fat? Doesn't work that way.
Look at every model's like boyfriends. They're never like fit. They're always like the guys you think is going to be the cameraman. You're like, who is this guy? The cameraman? It's like, no, it's her boyfriend.
Jay, what do you can't hear you?
Oh, sorry, I'm muted because I coughed. No, I agree. Have you ever seen like My 500-Pound Life? They're with the skinniest, My 600-Pound Life. They're with the skinny dudes, and then when they lose weight, they leave them because those guys they like.
Well, that's called a fetish. That's a little bit different. That's like there's people that are hoarders.
Mafia got some women chiming in. All right, Michaela says, what's hot is confidence and that you're secure no matter how you look.
Mm-hmm.
Laura says she liked you for you. Let's see. Curvy Barbie, I like my boyfriend a bit thicker. Gold Coast M says, I'm not into a six-pack.
All right.
DD Jersey says, issues, Kane. Christy says, yep, set up for sure. Yeah, see? She was planning on getting, well, I got the hell out of there. Ricardo, LOL, so vain. And I don't know if it's vanity. I don't know. It's embarrassing. Just for me personally. I don't mind when other people are. I'm very complimentary to other folks.
I don't get embarrassed. It's more so I get upset with myself. Like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, you could be fit, you could be in shape, and in shape is healthy, you know? So, like, it's not, I don't think I get embarrassed as much as, because I'll go to the pool and I'll have my gut out and I'll walk around with that shit. It's not like I'm fat, all right? I'm not going to go that far, but I'm not as in shape as I was when I was boxing, you know?
Carrie said big and tall shop. There's an episode of King of Queens where Doug couldn't believe that Carrie had bought him something from the big and tall shop. He's like, when did I cross over? She's like, two Christmases ago. And she's like, what? What's the big deal? He goes, what's the big deal? I'm certainly not tall. I have a D-bag. I might have done something yesterday that constitute me being a D-bag.
Am I a D-bag? Somebody tell me. Am I a D-bag? With Kane and Corey.
So I don't know if you've been there, Jacob Bob's, Union Beach. It's a bar right on the bay. I'd never been there before. Best friend Russ and I went out there for a couple drinks, right? And the bar was full. And there's two women show up. They sit down. They order food. And this one woman, they're I don't know, 58, I would say, pushing 60. They're just like, Union Beach is like a working man's town, right?
Blue collar.
Yeah,
You could say it. Trashy.
So,
You could say it.
Yes, it's trashy. So these women were
wearing boots to the beach.
Yeah, she's trashy. They're wearing the old lady blouses that have no sleeves on them, right? And they're buttoned down. It looked like a house coat.
She's got a sailor tattoo that turned into a Lizzo tattoo.
And her hair's up. They didn't really care. They didn't put any makeup on. They just came out and go to Jacob Bob's.
Did they talk like this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because she was sitting there fucking chain smoking, right? First of all, I was surprised. That's the first bar I've seen in years where you're allowed to smoke at the bar. Yes, I get it. We're outside. But there was still a roof. It's still an enclosed space.
It's still gross. Yeah,
it's gross. Yeah, people are eating.
People are eating, right? And my friend Kurt smokes, the one who was just here, but he makes sure he goes far, far away from everybody. He's so considerate of other people. He doesn't want to, put that on others. But she didn't care. She lights up one after the other. And you could see, I'm looking around, she was annoying as hell. And I could see other people looking, going, and they would turn and talk to the people they were with, like, oh my God, this fucking woman. Because the smoke's blowing in their face and they're trying to eat.
Back in my day, we used to do this at the Johnny Rockets. Whatever section we wanted to do it in. She's fucking just blowing it everywhere, dude.
It's like you were there with me, Corey.
For real. Seriously.
But to make it worse, her phone then rings and she gets on the phone and she's using the speaker so you can hear her, huh? She kept doing that because she had it on speaker, but she was still holding it up to her fucking ear.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And when you have the phone on speaker, the voice comes out the end of the phone. So you're supposed to hold the end of your phone up to your ear, but she was holding it like the voice was coming out of the speaker on top. And she kept saying, huh? And I go, oh my God. I had enough. And the people that were right next to her kept doing this. The woman who was sitting right next to her was like, oh my God, I can't believe what's going on over here. So I just said, fuck it. I leaned over those two and I go, excuse me, ma'am, you're using your phone wrong. It's on.
Dude, that's somebody's grandma, dude.
I couldn't. No, she wasn't a grandma age. It's on speaker. First of all,
wait, you tell me 60. My dad's 60. He's a grandpa.
Yeah, she probably was. You know what? She was probably a great grandma. That's how white trash we're talking here. I said, you're using your phone wrong.
Prohibition.
First of all, the smoking. I said, you've been bothering us with the smoke, and now we can hear your entire conversation. I said. if you're going to keep it on speaker, the voice comes out the bottom, right? Not the top. So that's why you can't hear her right now. If you took it off speaker so we couldn't hear your whole conversation, you'd be able to hear her. And she just gave me this quizzical look like, I don't follow. And I go, I said, take it off speaker and go over there and you'll be able to hear, because we're real noisy over here. I was trying to do it as nicely as possible. I just couldn't take it she was just so oblivious. I can't stand oblivious people. Like, how do you not know you shouldn't smoke when people are eating? How do you not know you shouldn't make a phone call on speaker?
Some people are so stuck in her ways, and obviously that's how. Let's be honest. It only happened when I was a child. The whole smoking thing, the smoking ban inside places. Like I remember that being like the biggest thing ever. Because when I was a kid, people smoked inside restaurants. There was a smoking section. They'd ask you as soon as you walk in, "Do you want the smoking section?" And you could smell that shit throughout the whole fucking place. Like it's not
like having a peeing section in a pool. Like
it's like a mask with COVID. Just setting them over there doesn't work. It's still gonna come over.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just, that's just probably she was stuck in her ways and she's never changed. She don't give a shit to change. And obviously no one's helped her if she's still using the phone wrong.
Well, that's what I tried to do. It was embarrassing. Yeah. But it's funny. You could look at the people around it. Everybody was like cheering me on without cheering me on. They were laughing. And they're like, the one woman actually mouthed, because they moved. They moved to a high top, which was away from the bar. And Russ and I moved over to a different high top. And she mouthed, "Thank you."
It was warranted. Yeah, what you did was okay. I don't think you were D-bag at all. I think someone needed to help her. Her friend should have helped her.
It was hard. Her friend should have helped her, but she was just as clueless.
What bothered you?
She looked hungover as hell. I think they just got up and it was like 3 p.m.
What bothered you more, the smoke or the phone? Or
phone.
Well, the smoke. You know what? It's a tie, because I was already. The smoke got me so wound up that the phone put me over the edge.
Okay.
So
you don't like loud people, though. You don't like people being loud in public. So I get
right. No, I don't want to hear. So
what was Russ doing while you were saying that? Was he going like this? Oh my God!
Well, at first he really didn't want me to say much, because it's funny when you're with someone, and you're the one who's being the aggressor. No matter, even if you're right, the person with you is always embarrassed.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. When you're the aggressor, it's different. When you're the one, it's always like, even if that person's wrong and your friend is yelling at them for a good reason, I've done this before. You apologize to him. "I'm sorry. He's really wound up." It shouldn't be that way. But Russ was a bit embarrassed, but he got over it. Forbidden Balls. What?
His mom used to put cigarettes out on his arm when he was a kid. So he's got trauma.
Forbidden Balls, not a D-bag, and I guarantee her kids or grandkids act as entitled as her.
Yeah.
Ricardo says, "You think she was oblivious or she just didn't give a fuck?" No, I think she was oblivious. I think she was just that. She just had that look.
There's some people that are just lost now. They're gone. They're done. They're just, there's no return for them.
Yeah. Michaela says, "Kane, you approached that super nice. I would have been a mega bitch, LOL." Rachel says, "No way, not a D-bag. I would have bought you a drink if I was there. Not all heroes wear capes." Well, I don't know. Who knows who's the hero for what?
Yeah. Well, surprisingly, he did wear a cape to the restaurant. So. And a helmet.
That's what embarrassed Russ. You can't just let me be me, man. Tim says she's the inconsiderate D-bag. Michael says not a D-bag. Laura, not a D-bag. You know what? I'm surprised. I figured a few people would say D-bag, but
no, because there's some situations where it's okay to keep your mouth shut, but when it comes to people's health and shit like that, like smoking, that's secondhand smoke is a fucking thing.
I felt like I was sticking up for everybody at the bar, so
that's what I was just going to say.
There was an invisible cape on me,
There you go.
Yeah. Super Kane.
Yeah, well.
I don't let shenanigans happen around me. Wherever there's shenanigans, there's Super Kane.
I feel like Super Kane would talk like that too.
I know. Why did I go there?
Hi, it's me, Super Kane. I'm the gatekeeper of this bar and beach. Super Kane just patrols the beaches and bars, just looking for trouble.
With like a pink cape and a fucking
yeah.
There he is,
Corey.
Super Kane.
Super Kane is definitely a super fruit, Michaela the D-bag.
Super. Well, and you know what? Oddly enough, I'm wearing my Catsbury Park t-shirt today. If you want to adopt a cat, go to Catsbury Park. In Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Patrolling the beaches of Asbury Park is one vigilante. He goes by the name of It's Me, Super Kane.
Michaela thinks we need Super Kane shirts now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Rachel.
We need a whole comic book, dude.
Super Kane, wiping out poor etiquette everywhere he saunters. Michael says social etiquette segment is needed on the show. That just happens, right?
Hey, boys, your music's too loud.
Do people?
Super Kane!
And you just like fly out. Fucking.
Oh my God. Super Kane would be constantly working if it was all about loud music around this neighborhood. Oh my Lord.
Fucking RuPaul playing in the background.
He'd have a measuring tape to measure how far apart towels are on the beach to each other.
You know, some people hang like rainbow flags outside their house. Like we got a couple down the street. I'm hanging out a cape. Super Kane lives here. Yeah. So what's the verdict?
Not a D-bag.
There you go. I found some more proof for Corey. We talked about this lady before, but now I have the video. She's on Joe Rogan talking about, because, you know, I made fun of Corey. Oh, fucking birds. They're not robots, you dumbass. Well, you know, I've come around on that one, especially with this lady. She's Annie Jacobson. She's like this author, investigative reporter woman. And she is on Joe Rogan talking about how they chip rats and even moths in their larva stage. Then they end up being able to control them and fly them around the room, and they can control where rats go and stuff just because they've chipped them. And they've got dogs and birds that are half animal, half robot. Check this shit out, man.
Why not? Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, no, I know. You're completely nonplussed by all of this.
Interviewing these scientists. Created something called the robo-rat. That was the first biohybrid. So a biohybrid is when you mix animal and a machine. And people freaked out. They were like, you cannot put brain chips in rats and make them move through a maze by a remote control, which is what they were doing. They now have pigeons that are mixed animal and machine.
What?
They created something called, there's a moth. So there's a Mandica sexta moth. That's what it's called. It's a large moth. And scientists put brain chips into the larva so that when it cocooned and became a flying moth, it had the chip built into its system, making it easier to integrate, and they could fly the moth around the lab. And that was a huge step. And this is now 4 years ago that I was interviewing these scientists.
How crazy is that?
I wish I had a different spokesperson, because that lady looks like she's fucking off her rocker.
No, she was interviewing scientists. She's an American investigator. I knew you were going to question her, so that's why I did some research on her. She's an American investigative journalist, author, 2016 Pulitzer Prize finalist. She writes and produces TV, including Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan for Amazon Studios, Clarice for CBS.
She's got a good imagination.
Yeah, well, that's true. She's written Operation Paperclip, Area 51, Uncensored. Just a lot of good books. Man, some of these, I got to get into her. I got to read some of this shit. Operation Paperclip for sure.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like this woman.
You can't go around saying I got to get into her these days without consent. All right?
Oh, well, that's true. Besides, Super Kane would never get into her.
Yeah.
Super Kane. Oh, wait, you.
Ew. That's smell. Ew. Why does it smell like a fish market in here?
But you believe all that other stuff, right?
Well, I don't. Why would they not? They have the capability. They have rats. They have lab rats that they do so many tests on, and they have brain implants that they've used before. I mean, Elon Musk has been public about brain implants. So why not? Yeah, of course. You don't think there's some fucking scientists tinkering with half robot, half mouse? Of course they are.
Of course they are.
Of course.
They're doing all sorts of immoral things in laboratories all over the world.
But and they say it's okay because it's an animal, right? It's an animal. It doesn't matter. It's not a human. We're using animals. So, yeah, of course they've done it.
Well, they just, what did they implant in that dude? They're keeping a pig
liver or a pig
Yeah.
kidney or something like that.
I think it's a liver, and it's been a month now, and it's still working. And they're touting this as, oh my God, it's a breakthrough, next big thing. It's just they're getting you used to fucking hybrids. They're trying to make everybody a hybrid, a human hybrid.
I think they're trying to help people out. My fiance's grandfather-in-law, he's had pig valves for 20 years now, and he's been alive. And they didn't think it was only supposed to last 5 years. They were like, dude, he's still fucking kicking, man. He's got pig valves.
What does the doctor hear in the stethoscope? Oink, 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 oink.
He, for some reason, he's got this weird fixation with playing in the mud. I don't know, but like
he won't eat bacon all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. Oh God! Wonder if he'd fuck a ham. Probably.
Yeah, it's like fucking his own kind.
Right? Exactly. Yeah, fuck a pig. Lizzo. So I'm watching TV last night. What are some things you don't understand?
That's mean to pigs, dude.
I know, right? No shit. I'm watching TV last night, and a commercial for Arby's came on. Right? Just whatever. We have the meats, or whatever.
The meats.
And I just started thinking, God, I love Arby's so much. Why do people always fucking rip on Arby's? Why is Arby's such a joke of a restaurant? Why do people hate on Arby's so much? And I'm like, I'm going to talk about that because that's bullshit. Arby's needs to get their due. I actually saw a meme. Somebody, I don't know if it was a meme or just a post, but somebody was like, whoever's keeping Arby's in business, please stop. Why can't you stand it if someone's enjoying their Arby's? Why does Arby's got to go out of business to make you happy?
Do they think that it's like fake roast beef? Because I've seen it cooked. It's actually just real roast beef. Maybe because it comes from a fast food, quote unquote, restaurant. It's like the same roast beef you would get at fucking, I don't know, name a restaurant. But because it's Arby's, they think that it's garbage. I
think it's because of the logo. It looks, out of all the restaurants' logos and signage and colors, it looks trashy.
Why does it look trashy? It's a hat.
I don't know. It's outdated. I know it's an old fucking cowboy hat. It looks like a fucking hat that fucking Johnny Depp would wear. You know what I mean? It just looks like grind. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I always forget about Arby's, but it's delicious. Like their roast beef and cheddar sandwich with some au jus sauce.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
dude.
but people rip on that.
Oh,
garbage food. And first of all, you can't find better curly fries than Arby's.
I agree with that. Yes.
I will say you gotta, but to be honest, I don't like it without the au jus sauce, and it does make it a little bit messy, and it does make your bread a little soggy. But I think it's delicious. I'll suck on the bread, dude, and get all the juices out.
I'm smelling Arby's right now. There's none around here. I think did they reopen the one in
Watchung? Yes, it's open.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, it's right down the street here. Yeah, it's open.
All right. Ricardo says it's the fucking logo. I don't know why it makes me feel whatever.
I told you it's the logo. They need to fucking update that shit.
Why would it be the logo?
Okay, it's because McDonald's.
Everything matters because of the logo, dude.
McDonald's logo is anything fucking outrageous. It's an M.
It's an M. It's simple. They got this cowboy hat with Arby's on it. I don't know. It's just the colors are like shitty. The colors
you people
are brown.
you're just cowboy phobes.
It's the colors. Look at the colors. The McDonald's is bright yellow and red.
Yeah.
Arby's is like brown and like.
Doreen says, when I was pregnant, I went to Arby's. It made me sick. I've never been back. Every time I see one, all I think about is being sick. Well, all right. Me too. Yeah. I used to drink Rumplemints out of the bottle. Then I got sick, and now I can't drink it anymore. I get that.
Yeah.
Galvin says, yeah, I think it needs a makeover for sure, and there aren't many around anymore. All right. You know what? Everybody's saying, well, not everybody, but people are agreeing with you with the logo.
I think Taco Bell is garbage. You love Taco Bell. I think Taco Bell is garbage. It's like eating dog food.
I love it.
That's fine. Taco Bell's amazing, dude.
Super King.
To be honest, I don't think I've ever met anyone that say it's garbage. Like you're probably the first person.
No.
A lot of people say it's shitty for you. Like I know a lot of people that like it's so awful for you, but they're still like, I love it.
I know people that hate it.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know what else I don't understand the hate for? Cargo shorts.
They're back in. They're back in style, by the way.
They're back in style. Oh, jeez, with all those pockets.
Park?
What am I not going to carry around with all those fucking pockets?
What do you need? If I was a policeman, I'd search you because I'm like, there's no fucking need for all these pockets. You got to have at least one thing that's contraband.
Speaking of which, there's one downside to cargo shorts. When you're doing blow, It's easy to forget which pocket you've put it in.
See,
And it's hard to find because the pockets are deep and creviced, and it's easy to lose a baggie. There was a couple times wearing cargo shorts where I was so pissed off. I went home from the bar because I thought I lost my Coke. I'm like, I must have fucking dropped it somewhere, damn it. And you find it the next day when you're putting the shorts in the wash. You're like, oh, shit, it's right there. It was there the whole time. But cargo shorts, you lose the Coke.
the only reason to wear cargo shorts is if you're going camping, if you're a survivalist out in the world and you got to have all your shit, or you're MacGyver. There ain't no other reason to have cargo shorts. Then why do you need all the fucking pockets? For what?
Jillian in the Mafia said they're not back in, but according to Esquire magazine, this is actually happening. In 2023, we're talking cargo shorts because cargo shorts are well and truly back. So, yes, they are back in.
Okay, good.
I don't know where this is, maybe Middle America, but I haven't seen anyone wearing cargo shorts in New York City. Or here, for that fact.
Yeah, well, I understand that, I guess. They're so fashion conscious. This was going to be controversial. I don't understand the hate for man buns.
Oh, God.
I used to follow along. I used to go along with the narrative. Yeah, oh God, my guy, man buns are so stupid. You know what? I like a man bun. Some guys look good in man buns. Some can pull them off.
Corey, you see what's going on here?
Saying it out,
Kane!
I'm saying it out loud. I don't have a problem with your man bun. It looks good.
I think some guys look great with man buns.
Like, when Momoa puts his fucking hair up in a man bun, well, you gonna tell him it looks bad? He can pull it off. It looks good.
You're towing a line, so that's
That's not what you said on the phone. On the phone, you were like, no, they're kind of...
No. What I said is I don't hate on them, but I do think a lot of them are douchebags. Like, I think it's a douchey thing. But I'm not.
Yes.
It's not that I walk around being like, ew, man bun.
You know who likes man buns? My brother.
Oh, God. Listen, it's not the man bun's fault that it looks douchey on some people, right? I mean, a hat can look good on one guy and douchey on someone else. A big pair of fucking sunglasses, while one girl can pull them off, it looks ridiculous on another girl.
True.
Same with a man bun. Some guys can pull them off, but then other guys are wearing them just to wear them because they think it looks cool, and those are the guys who look douchey. You know what I mean?
Now, do you have long hair? Have you ever put your hair in a man bun? And if not, can we see you do it now?
No, because it looks bad on me. I don't like it. Because it yanks everything up. You can see the lipoma. You can see my forehead. You can see it's just it shows everything off.
It would pull your face back. You know what I mean?
If I made the ponytail tight enough, sure.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Natural Botox.
You just said it pulls everything up, so that's what made me think. Oh, it pulls everything up, pulls your face back.
I meant it pulls my hair up.
Oh, what the fuck? Come on, Jesus! The face you made.
Yeah, everybody in the Mafia wants to see you do it. They want to see it.
No, all right, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it for tomorrow's show.
All right.
We're not on the air tomorrow.
Exactly.
Oh, that's right.
Super Kane.
Guess what? Super Kane. Goodbye, everybody. Yeah, Chris with the K. It's not the Hitler stash's fault that it was worn by the biggest douchebag of all time.
True.
Now nobody can wear a Hitler stash because it's called a Hitler stash.
Not only that, let's be honest. That doesn't even look good.
I mean, you don't know. No one has a chance to wear a Hitler stash anymore. It could look good on someone, but no one dares wear it.
I will say I couldn't even grow hair there if I tried. It's just the one part of my face that doesn't.
The middle? Yeah. It's like you have two mustaches.
Yeah.
You have a left and a right mustache.
I still have the mustache of a Little League World Series player, dude.
You have the opposite of a unibrow / mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
Christy says Jason Momoa can do whatever he wants. LOL. Carrie says pretty boys can wear man buns. Christy says I'm going to try to draw a cartoon Super Kane. Please do.
Oh
you know
God,
how we used to have.
my God.
You know how we used to have Spaducer J. I got to go buy another. I got to go to buy another sweet potato and bring that character back. Just to have. You know what? We'll have Spaducer J. We'll have Super Kane, and then we have to come up with a character for Corey so we can just put the three of them together.
Oh yeah. Well, what can we do for Corey? We got to think about that.
There's so much out there. There's so much to choose from, but yet I can't think of anything right now. What's an aspect of your personality that we could use?
It'll come to you.
That we could exploit. You're thinking of something right now. You just don't want to say it.
How do we flip?
I can't think of anything.
How do we flip how you're talking about something random and then he just brings up himself? How do we flip that into a character?
You haven't really done that for a while.
Oblivious Corey. I don't know.
We'll think of something. Forbidden Balls says you're like a Simpsons character. Oh, Michaela nailed it. Something Coachella girl.
Coachella. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
That's it.
this seems like a job for Super Kane. Where is he? Somebody call him.
Speaking of gross food.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Wait till you hear this. 3D printer has created vegan seafood that looks and tastes like the real thing.
Nobody wants to recreate the real fucking thing, dude. What the fuck? Who's recreating the smell of fish, you sick fuck? Get the
Who
fuck
wants
outta
to
here.
eat printer food, first of all?
No shit.
And I'm going like, what the fuck is this made of? How can you print food with a printer? And so I was reading this thing, waiting for the answer.
They got plenty of fish out there. Why do you want to fucking go eat a fish?
Thank you. Well, because, they don't want us. The same reason they want us to eat bugs and shit. They don't want us to eat real food. They're poisoning us and putting us in 15-minute cities.
Gross,
anyway,
dude.
So I get to the very end. Finally, they said what this shit is made out of. Because seriously, it's got to be chemicals and stuff. Well, this team in Singapore crafted a unique ink from microalgae protein and mung bean protein. So they make this quote unquote food with an ink that they made from a bean protein and a microalgae protein, which led to the creation of an air fryable calamari ring, which serves as proof of concept for this whole idea. Who is eating? That's fake food. That's
I would take a
food.
bite. Okay,
No
the
fucking
curiosity in me would take a bite because you say calamari rings. Now I enjoy calamari.
That
I
ain't
wanna know if it
calamari,
tastes
though.
like-
It's 3D printed calamari.
So the thing about calamari is not only the taste, it's the texture.
Yes.
Does it have the same texture as calamari? I'm curious.
Well, here's how they described how the food tastes. Closely resembles the appearance, taste, and texture of the real thing.
Not good enough. I don't want to hear closely resembles. I want to hear resembles. You know what I mean? Don't give me closely.
Plant-based, okay, because, plant-based burgers worked out so well. These are plant-based alternatives to salmon fillets, shrimp, and the calamari.
And look how bad for you, like those Impossible burgers and those.
Well, that's because of all the sodium they have.
all
in
the
them. Yeah,
fillers
sodium
and shit.
Yeah.
Oh God. Don't you all eat fake
Crispy
crab?
cake. Yeah, no, I don't eat that shit either. I know that I've probably secretly eaten engineered bullshit.
But
I
fake
don't
crab,
choose to.
Fake crab isn't 3D printed. Fake crab's made out of fish.
Yeah, I know, but
Fake
it's
crab
like
is fish. It's
I've
like
stopped
fish.
eating broccoli once I found out that was fake. There's some other stuff that's fake too.
You eat nuggets, chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I almost. I still might. Is it butcher's block, or you can order beef
Meat.
in bulk from right from the farms, and know they're not shooting it up with mRNA or whatever they call it, and and the COVID shot and this, that, and the other. It's like pretty soon that's the way to go. It's more expensive, but you have to make a decision. Do you unpack when you first come back? Best friend Russ gave me shit that my suitcase is still unpacked and
within the first
on my
3
floor.
days. Yes.
Within the first 3 days?
Yeah. You give yourself 1 day to relax. Like it's like your first day you're back, you're like, fuck, I'm not doing shit. I'm not doing nothing. Second, third day, you can look at it, you got to get it done. You've been back for like a week now.
Yeah, I'm leaving it there now on principle. I'm going to see how long I can leave my suitcase. Because you know what? This shirt was in the suitcase. I'm not going to unpack it. I'm just going to rifle through it until I wear everything that's in there. Because that saves me from unpacking it then. I'm gonna wear it anyway.
It's not wrinkly?
Does this look wrinkly?
No.
I can't tell.
Is your cape in there, Kane?
Hey,
No.
one of the cats very important.
That was just invented today. I don't have a cape yet. I got to go make one.
I don't have a kid. He's got a whole closet.
One more thing before the news. A study says that men say "I love you" first. I've never once said "I love you" first in my life. Well, except to my mom, and then her answer was,
That's so fucked up.
her
dude.
answer was, "Oh yeah."
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh, that's so
It's funny now.
sad.
It hurt then, but I can laugh about it now. Super Kane's fine with it.
You had
Oh,
to create an
yeah?
you had to create an alter ego to be okay with it. Doug is not, but Super Kane's okay with it.
Study says that most men across many cultures and countries, they say "I love you" first at the start of a new relationship. Have you ever said
Can
"I
I-
love you" first?
Yeah, but I feel like there's a reason why I feel like these men are trying to get laid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like they're trying to get like listen, baby, just I love you now. Let me get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said I love you. I said I love you first. It was after. I don't know how far the detail I'm gonna go. It was after a road trip, and there had been things going on in the car on that road trip to where I was like, I love you, and then.
But that's not a real "I
No,
love you."
yeah.
That's
That's
after she fucking you come in her mouth and she swallows you like "I love you."
Whoa!
Yeah.
No one said that. No
Well,
one said that.
what does
Off the
roadhead
record.
lead to? You can't like have
Off the record. I didn't
jizz
say
all over.
roadhead. I didn't even say roadhead. I just tough on the road.
You said
I didn't
road
say
trip
anything.
on the road, and then you
Yeah,
said "I love
well,
you." Well, why would
I
you say "I love you" unless she was giving you roadhead?
I didn't say it though.
Well, all right, now you don't need to. Why would you say you got roadhead? What's the big deal?
Yeah, I think you said I love you doing
Yeah.
that to me. That's
No,
what you
and
kind
then-
of
Right.
then
Oh,
a
I
week- and then
fucking
a week-
love you.
And
Oh.
then a week later, she brought it up, and she was like, "Did you mean what you said?" And I was like, "I do." And we were in an elevator, and I was like, "I do. I love you." I was like, "I do love you."
Huh.
You know what, too? And here's the for me when I would date a girl, like if a girl would have sex with me on the first night that we met, or like say what I mean, I would never date her. I never dated a girl like that. With
Wow.
Alicia and the girls that I dated, like we didn't have sex for the first like month or two that we were together, because I knew that was a girl that was, I wouldn't want to date I wouldn't want to date me if I'm having sex with me on the first night. You know what I mean? Because how many times have I given it up, or who am I giving up to?
right.
That's interesting. So that means you saw the girl right away as someone you could see dating or not dating, even before you tasted the flower.
There's a respect thing too. It's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Like why did some girls you just want to fuck from the club, and then other girls like Alicia you didn't even pursue it? That's
Because Alicia didn't give that vibe of being I don't want to say floozy, because I was a floozy. We didn't give each other that vibe of like all we wanted to do was hook up. Like we connect at a different level, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
we can laugh and joke around and like that, instead of just being like attracted to sexually.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, every girlfriend I've had in the past that lasted more than 6-7 months, we never had sex on the first day.
By the way, Rude Boy E says, Kane, that kind of talk is Jay's job. With
Sure.
the coming in the mouth and swallowing,
Very,
I guess.
that's
Was that
not
over the
a
line for
super
me?
thing.
Is that not me?
Very unbecoming.
Yeah, Tim says, makes sense, Corey. Yeah, it makes sense. But like it just means that you were able to see that was a potential
Well, I mean,
relationship.
I saw how hot she was. I was like, yeah, she's fucking hot.
Do you think it's because love is less emotional for men than it is for women, so they're able to just throw
Wait, how
love
is
out?
that? I don't think it's
Meaning
less emotional.
like when women love
You think that word? I think that maybe that word holds more weight to a woman than it does.
That's
for a
what
man.
I was trying to say.
There's a lot. I think there's a lot to that. I think
It's
think,
more emotional.
I think women think more. You know what I mean? They always are more emotional than we are. Than
Sure.
men are. When it comes to making decisions, they are way more emotional. We kind of we think, not realistically. What's the word that I'm trying to think of? There's a word.
Pragmatically?
Like, men are more this. Women are more emotional. Men are more.
Pragmatic?
I forget the word. Yeah, I guess that's not the same word I'm looking for, but
that's along the lines. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, in my experience, you're scared. I mean, I don't want to. You rope yourself in that to a relationship. Why would you want to say I love you? So like that's scary. I don't want to.
We think on reason. Women think on emotion. You know what I mean?
Right.
Logical.
Right.
Men are more logical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Kat
yes,
said it.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
How many times have you said "I love you" to legitimately to a woman, Kane? Like where you were like,
Oh, after a while I say it. I've said it a bunch of times. Like probably, 5.
Now, is there a
I
difference
don't say it
between?
until I know I'm going to mean it.
Yeah.
Is there a difference if you say "love you" or "I love you"?
Big difference.
Like, because a lot
Big
of
difference.
You say.
I like, for example, I won't say, like, I'll say "love you" to my friends, and I do. I love them, but I'm not going to say "I love you." I'm not going to text "I love you" to best friend Russ. I'll say "love ya." There's a difference between ya and you as well. Like you is, or is it just me? To me, love you is more personal than love ya. I don't love you any. I don't love you any less. It just means something different.
It's a different kind of love, right? So like if I get off the phone with a friend of mine, "Love you, bro." That's different than
right. You don't say "I love you, man," or "I love you, bro." I love you, bro is different than "love you, bro."
True. But like, for instance, when Tracy and she's leaving, I go, "Love you." I don't mean it less than the "I love you."
Well, but
she's
in
always
that instance, that's just it's a brief whatever. You can say "love you" in that because you don't want to. "I love you." That's too heavy for that situation. You just
okay.
I'll see you later. Love you. You don't go, "Oh, I'll see you later. I love you." That's
you're right. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So there's certain doesn't mean you love less. It's just certain situations where you could be a little heavier with it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Galvin says definitely more meaningful to hear "I love you." "Love you" is passing, but it still means that I love you. I don't not love you.
True.
Carrie says I love all of you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if girls will say "love you" to their friends, they're not in love with them. You know what I mean? There's a difference in the way you say it.
Right. That's true.
Love you. Like I say "love you" to my mom, I'm not fucking in love with my mom. You know what I mean?
Like Corey, when he texts me, he's like, he'll put "love you," but I know what that means. It doesn't mean anything.
I don't think I have ever once, but you know what I mean?
I was waiting for that from Corey.
I think "love you" is like unconditional love. You know what I mean? Like "love you," like unconditionally, I love you. Like you can do whatever, and I still love you. But "I love you" is different.
Love ya is what you text to your buddy, not love you.
Love you, bro. Yeah.
It's funny how just a couple letters makes a big difference.
True, right? That's
in
so
the way
crazy
it's perceived.
About it.
Yeah. Wow. It's like I don't want him to think that I want to suck his dick. Therefore, I'm not going to put "love you." I just want him to know that I'm there for him if he needs me. So I'm going to put "love ya."
I mean, if you think about it, a couple letters changes everything. Like
I know.
It could turn "fuck" into "fuck me." You know what I mean? It's two letters off. There's only 2 letters.
Why would any of your friends, if you just happen to say "love you," be like, if you said that to Russ, be like, "Damn, Kane wants
I don't
to
know.
suck my
They might be like, "Oh shit, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew he wanted to suck my
I didn't feel I needed to preface it with not that they would think that. I was just trying to make a point.
I knew he loved man buns for a reason.
Yeah.
He is always trying to get me to go to Asbury Park.
Man bun, the T-shirt.
Super Kane.
What's happening today? It's National Coming Out Day. That's a joke. All right, little news.
We know.
And now, from a location unknown for his safety, it's Kane with the Not Quite News.
Not quite.
We actually haven't mentioned where exactly Corey is for his safety this morning. You're not under a bridge today like you were.
No, I'm next to the Beverly Hills sign, the famous one everyone walks to. It's still early, so no one's here yet.
Tourists always hang out at the Beverly Hills sign to take photos. You think Corey drove to that sign on purpose to be recognized?
Probably. I think so. Or maybe he's just getting really good service there.
Well, that fucking tourist bus that saw him eating on Sunset, they recognize. Maybe that, it just spurred him on. He wants more. You need more. Love me.
Do you think they really noticed it was like, oh my God, that's Corey B, or like, that has to be somebody, hey, kind of thing? Because he was sitting there where other celebrities sit?
Hey, Mafia, they're all going, what happened to Ook? Where's Ook? Because on Fridays, we always do Ook right before the news. There wasn't enough. There was only 2 Ooks that I liked. There was, I only had 8 pieces to choose from, and only 2 of them were Ook worthy. And so Jay claims he didn't hear any other pieces for 2 weeks worth of Ook. That's not true.
Last week you were in Minneapolis, wherever the fuck you were, and there was none, and we didn't do a show 2 days. And
had to have been some. Had to have been. We say so many words and talk so much. How is there no Ook?
You can't say, oh my God, that guy has a nice dick, and make that out of context. That's not out of context.
I don't think anyone has ever said that on this podcast.
I'm just saying. I don't know. There wasn't anything that was. I listen intently. A lot of times I try to create them, and they don't. I couldn't even do that.
Best friend Russ says, "Love you, Doug." Aw.
Russ, if Kane was like, "Love you," would you be like, "Oh my God, Doug wants to suck my cock"? Like it's just like
he hates when I say that. That's part of the joke. I go, "Hey Russ, what? He knows what's coming." That's just part of the joke. Love you, and then he doesn't say it. He just runs away. Cut.
Yes.
And I'll pick up the news. I'll do the first story when Corey comes back. Kat, seriously, it wasn't even that I was being uber particular about the Ooks. They just weren't. They weren't good. I didn't even smile listening to them. I'm like, well, that's bad.
I sent them to you.
Well, that's stupid.
Knowing that they weren't that great, but maybe
there were 2 that were funny.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to hear 2 of them? Do you want to do Ook with 2? Do you have the 2 ready?
I don't, but I can put them in if you'd like while you're waiting,
We can do a mini Ook if you want to do a mini Ook.
There's only 2. If that's what you want to do.
I'll wait for the Mafia to decide. We have time. Well, Corey comes back. If you would like to do a mini Ook, then we will. Everybody's saying yes so far.
All right. Let me just put them in real fast. Give me a minute.
Wow, the YouTube chat comes in a lot quicker than the fucking studio chat.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, all right, we'll do a mini Ook. All right, my bad. I made the wrong call. I didn't think you'd want to hear it with just 2 pieces. My fault. This gives Jay to stick him in the system. Jay time, rather. We'll do a mini Ook today and a super Ook next week. Corey's name is now Ugg.
All right, the 2 are in. I'm ready.
Let me
to
throw
go.
them in.
Hey Jay, what's the app? What's the app for this? There's an app now.
Yeah, go to just the website. All right,
send me the thing because I'm gonna try that tomorrow for Monday. Because it might be more stable than using just the.
It's the same setup as this. You're just logging into as you would log in if you were home at your computer.
Why won't it let me? Are you still logged into hardcore? Oh, for cripe's sakes!
I think he just.
I'm going to send him. I'm going to resend him the link.
This is fucking stupid.
Sorry, guys.
evenbucks.com.
I just want him in there long enough. Even if we got to do the news by ourselves, at least fucking get in there long enough to. I'm scratching my testicles.
Going to the beach today?
I don't know. I might. I haven't been for a while.
It's supposed to be nice. It's supposed to be nice down there. It's shittier up here than down there. All right, let's see something.
I'm just going to resend the link. Just maybe if he clicks on that.
They now have a beta version of the. It's the same website that when I was in Cape May and I just was trying it. That's why I got there. He can do it. It's the same. He can change scenes and do everything. Like, let me see.
Try the new link I just emailed you. Cat made a good point. Just want him in there long enough. That's an ook right there. See? Went over Jay's head.
No, I heard it, but I'm trying to troubleshoot this right now.
And a troubleshoot. It's just a matter of waiting for him to come back. Super Kane wouldn't have made that mistake. Michaela, no. That's not how it works. We should hear whatever Jay sent. They're not good. He wouldn't laugh. He'd be like, oh, this ook sucked. It's not that, like, you know, he's bad at, he just picks extra stuff knowing that they're not all going to make it.
So when we're doing the show and I hear something funny, I mark down the time. I go back and I find it and I pull it. I just send it to you. What I might think is funny, you don't. And that's kind of where we're at. So
there's no way you thought that the bulk of the ones you sent yesterday were funny. They just weren't. They didn't even, a couple of them didn't even make sense. And I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying.
All right.
Hello.
All right. Oh, I can see my face.
Oh.
There he is. Did you use the new link I sent?
No, I'm logged. Oh my God, I can see what you're talking about. I logged in to the beta version.
It's better. It's literally, Kane, if you ever have to do this from the road.
It looks exactly like you were on the computer.
Yes.
Now I can see what my face looks like. I can see what you mean by my face.
Yeah. So now he's literally in what we're seeing just on his phone. They just came out with a new thing. So.
Gotcha. All right. So where did I leave off? I thought before the first story.
So, but we're not going to do.
Let's go back to even before the news. All right. So we finished the topic about I love you. You're going to have to find the out there, right?
Okay.
And we'll pick it up here.
All right.
All right. It's Friday. It means it's ook time. I'm going to warn you right now. This is like there's only two pieces that are worthy of ook. So this is going to be a mini ook. If that's all right with you, well, you don't have a choice. Let's go.
What the did you just say?
Sometimes I say shit that can make it
things. Depending on how those words are used, and there's nothing you can do. It's Kane and Corey's out of context.
Maybe we'll do a bonus super ook next Friday. Hopefully there's enough ook. But for today, we'll just do a mini ook. Only two pieces. There, I received 8 or 9 in the email, and they just were like, that's not good. You know what? Our standards are high here at ook.
No, we got some good ooks, yeah.
Yeah, well, we've had some good ones in the past, and we've really, there have been weeks where we put ones in there that didn't deserve it, and then you guys just, oh, this ook sucked. Well, I don't want to make that mistake again.
Right. Yeah. All right.
You need to feel good after ook, so only 2 pieces. Let's go.
Yeah, so next week, step it up, gentlemen. All right? Here we go. And number 2.
He's like, and I'm sitting there, and he keeps jiggling, and I go, excuse me.
Super Kane.
Play it again. Can you make it louder? It was hard to hear.
That's the loudest. That's the loudest it goes. Here we go. Listen.
He's like, and I'm sitting there, and he keeps jiggling, and I go, excuse me.
Excuse me, hey, stop moving. I'm trying to put your wiener in my mouth.
But why did when you said excuse me?
It even sounded a little super caney at the end there. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What's happening there? What was the context?
How am I gonna put this in my mouth if you keep jiggling?
Yeah, stop. Hold still, mister.
Jigga.
Do you remember? This was from I don't know what day. Anyway, you were in the bathroom taking a dump because you had bathroom anxiety. And some guy, you had it locked,
and
the guy was jiggling it to get in, and you're like, I'm in here.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Maybe I thought if I did the Super Kane voice, he'd be nicer to me and leave me alone. I don't know. Find a happy place. I think of the Dumb and Dumber scene. Remember when someone's trying to break into the bathroom and have sex with him? Lloyd Christmas, he just crouches into the corner next to the toilet. Find a happy place. That was me. All right, what's the next one?
Yeah, but like you couldn't have slipped it in for 2 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah, but like you couldn't have slipped it in for 2 seconds.
You can't just give me the pleasure of 2 seconds, man. Just slip it in real quick.
like you're hanging out and he decides to go home. You're like, fuck, you couldn't you just stuck it in for 2 seconds?
And you know what's crazy is
he's calling you. He's like, "Why are you mad at me?" You're like, "You could have just slipped it in for 2 seconds, dude. I was right there, ready for you."
no, this is what I picture. So when I pull this, so like if you hear Kane,
yeah, we
listen,
know you every time you picture something, it's gross.
So
Go
this
Here
is when
comes the fan fiction.
No, this is when Kane was in the RV, so it sounds like his mic doesn't sound normal. It sounds like he actually stepped outside. Listen.
Yeah, but like you couldn't have slipped it in for 2 seconds.
So it sounds like you were leaving his house like right before it was going to happen.
Wow,
and
that is some imagination.
You stepped outside on the porch, and you were down the stairs, and he was on top, and you're looking down, and you're like, you couldn't have slipped it in for. That's what I pictured when I pulled it.
Okay, so the stories we told and the in-depth story you are going with it leads us to believe that you have thought this out further than we thought.
Right.
Well, no, I need to I keep telling you every week.
Have you masturbated to ook before? Any piece of ook in the past?
No.
Because you didn't need to do that. It's on the surface, man. It's all on the surface.
Listen,
he's got the pre-story in his mind, and then the actual moment of ook, and then the after ook. He's got it all constructed in his brain.
Can you close your eyes real fast, both of you?
No, we don't want to close my eyes.
Yeah, but like you couldn't have slipped it in for 2 seconds.
Yeah, so
doesn't it sound like he's outside on the stoop looking down the stairs at you because you're leaving before he got to slip it in?
No,
you got to slip it.
I didn't go that far. I'm not doing fucking role play, dude. Wow, man.
That is fucking yeah. Rachel says, "Wow, Jay put together a whole telenovela for that snippet."
Yeah, no shit.
Telenovela is, I guess, the word.
So that was when you were on New York Live and you were talking, you brought up the fact that you're a co-owner of Bang Cookies and you didn't bring up the podcast. And Kane goes, "Well, you couldn't have slipped it in for like 2 seconds?" Yeah. But I pictured something different. So just, yeah.
Yeah. I think you've ruined ook for all of us, Jay. Thanks.
Yeah.
So which one is going in the Hall of Fame?
ook was fun. Which one goes in the Hall of Fame? Well, I suppose that one.
Yeah.
The one you were able to construct a whole scenario around.
I mean, you don't picture that.
Jay, no, you stop. No one's going to be like, yeah, no, that's what I thought too. I pictured him on the deck and then, like.
Yeah. I even went as far as to see someone's thumb up someone else's ass. Like, I went pretty far.
And then, like, you get in the car and you pull away, but then you have second thoughts, so you come back because you felt so bad. You thought, well, it is only 2 seconds. And what's the big deal? So, I went around the block and I drove around a couple times thinking about it. And I'm like, well, he does deserve at least 2 seconds. So I pulled back in the driveway and knocked on the door. And he turned the porch light on and let me in. And then we did the 2 seconds and I went home.
Yeah. See, for me, what it was you were yelling with the door open. Then you slam the door shut because you're mad. And then the buddy turns around and goes next to the door and he puts his head on the door while you put your head on the door. So your head's on the door on opposite sides. And he just 2 seconds later knocks and you open up and you said yes. And he says, "You did it!" Yeah. And then you guys go inside and then, move to Key West.
We're selling trinkets on the beach.
I mean, all these scenarios could be true in hearing that ook. That's how I think. Like, you got to think that way in pulling them.
Well, that's the Hall of Famer. Let's do a little news and get the hell out of here.
And now, from a location unknown for his safety, it's Kane with the Not Quite News.
How come the puka shell necklaces aren't selling? I don't know.
I don't understand.
Maybe we should change trinkets. Let's get some more tchotchkes.
I just think you should just give me another 2 seconds to get it real quick.
Hey, Corey, good news. You're not old until you're 80. That's the new. That's what they've decided now. People are only old when they. You know what this was though? This is probably from the fucking White House. I'm calling. I know. Actually, he is 80. So there you go.
Excuse me. What's our average lifespan in the U.S.? 76. How the fuck is 80 old?
Great point. Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Cannot argue with that. 80 is Moses.
Yeah.
Didn't he live to like 900? Yeah, they asked 2,000 Americans, you're not officially old now until you hit 80. Whatever. Jeez. Oh, my God. This fucking crazy. Some guy jumped from the top of the Mondrian Oriental, New York City hotel, and he plunged through the marquee. The marquee, the thing that sticks, well, you walk underneath, you're waiting for your cab, and you hide under there when it's raining.
This?
He landed on it, and the marquee of this hotel is like a checkerboard, right? There's squares divided by
fuck!
beams.
No! No!
Split him in two.
Oh!
He was split in half when he landed on it. In fact, an arm landed all the way across the fucking street.
Oh.
I think there's a construction site across the street.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I used to walk that way every day, dude.
Yeah.
Right next to the Equinox is right. Oh my god! When did it happen?
When?
Yeah.
It was 9 p.m.
Last night.
He was wearing pajamas, they think. He wasn't a guest. He just took the elevator to the roof and fucking jumped.
How the fuck you got roof access? First of all, this is the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. You're walking in with pajamas. They're stopping you. How the fuck did this man make it to the roof?
He did. Trip sure was faster going down than it was going up. Kat says, things I never need to see or hear about for 100. Come on, that's
Jesus.
interesting. Guys jump all the time. They never get split in half. That's the best part of the story.
They usually just hit the ground like watermelons.
Yeah. Squish. He had two squishy piles. Now, this guy I really feel, maybe you heard this story before, but a Kansas City Chiefs super fan robbed banks so he could afford to attend the games. He went to games on the road. He went to every game. He stole more than $80,000 last year.
Jeez.
They finally caught the guy. He was famous. He was Chiefsaholic, and he would take pictures with fans. He was a famous fan. He was part of the fabric of the Kansas City Chiefs.
So that's why he had to resort to that then, because he had to keep up that name. He had to keep up that persona. Yeah.
Because people would always ask him, well, how can you afford to go all these games? And he would be like, I invest money. I'm a businessman. It's really hard. He would actually post things like, well, you got to get up early every day and work really hard, and you can have what I have to do is robbing fucking banks. But there was a time in my life. Go ahead.
How do you get to rob so many banks and get away with it?
I don't know. He did. He did. There was a time in my life, though, where the only thing that was important to me was going to the Viking games. And I can see in that era getting to the point where because I had to be at the game. I was strapped for cash, but I had to be at the fucking game. So I would spend my last dollar to go to the game, so I can understand. There's a new beetle species that boasts a very large penis.
A beetle has a big penis? No, hell no. We and him don't have anything in common.
There's a teeny little beetle. They found it in, I don't know where, some weird place.
So you're telling me it's not a dung beetle, it's a dang beetle.
That's great. There are now smoothies inspired by Dove bath wash. I don't know what I would like to eat less. A smoothie inspired by soap or 3D printed seafood.
Yeah. Shit, man.
Dove has partnered with Juice Press to create smoothies inspired by the ingredients and creamy, nourishing feel of their body scrubs.
No. I don't want Irish Spring. I don't want any of that shit in my mouth, dude. I had that in my mouth when I used to cuss. When I say cuss when I was a little kid, my mom used to put that shit in my mouth. I don't want to fucking taste that again.
2 flavors. Macadamia, vanilla, and cherry chia. I don't want my smoothie to feel in my mouth like soap.
No, they should have never resembled that. Juice Press, that was a stupid idea.
Creamy, nourishing feel. I got a creamy, nourishing feel for you.
All right, Jay.
Men are failing women during sex. Here's how to change that.
You get them a vibrator.
Men don't care. So let's get that going.
Get them a vibrator, dude. Just fucking let them do it themselves.
What you're fucking just like how you give gifts of cash to your significant other. Buy it yourself. Get yourself off.
Yeah.
My cousins were appalled, by the way. Kirsten and Rick. They were like, we were so mad. I cannot believe he just gives her money.
Why?
I don't know. They didn't.
That's what she wanted.
That was rude.
She bought what she wanted. That wasn't rude. She's so excited that she got the shoes that she wanted. If I went to the store, I wanted to pick out the right shoes and pick out the wrong shoes.
Yeah, but
been
it's
through this.
part of the process. At least you picked something out for me and went shopping and took some time. Even though they're the wrong shoes, you made an effort, and that really is what matters.
No, that always turned into an argument because I'd always be upset that I tried hard and it wasn't hard enough. No, I'm good.
Oh. Wow. Well, this is news. Less athletic and less attractive middle schoolers have a harder time in school.
You don't say.
Florida Atlantic University actually paid for that study.
They're doing some good work out there. The fact that we already fucking knew that.
Well, yeah, no shit. Ask any middle schooler.
Yeah.
Ask me.
Aww.
Damn, bro.
Sam, the dude who was married to Brittany, he broke his silence. He goes, shit happens.
You know what he said?
She slept with someone
she used
else.
to attack him, but she used to beat him up in his sleep, he said. When he would be sleeping, she used to beat him and shit.
Really?
Wow.
I saw something that said she would attack him in his sleep.
Maybe she just had restless leg syndrome.
She was kicking her shit
Stop
out of
kicking
him.
me. She couldn't help it.
You should see his shins. But is he going to get any money out of this?
He should. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
She needs to give him some divorce money. Taylor Swift reportedly turned down the Super Bowl.
Thank God.
No shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, but the fact that she's that big, that she has she's got pull, dude.
I've got 4 people I could think of that would be great for the Super Bowl halftime show. You see if you agree
Yeah,
with me.
Go ahead.
Foo Fighters,
Yeah.
Metallica,
Mhm.
Billy Joel,
Oh,
Weird Al
Billy Joel.
Yankovic.
I think Weird Al would be a good bet because of the movie that just came out. Why not? He's relevant again. Billy Joel, maybe I'm too old though for the crowd.
Too old, dude. They've had
They
the
try to
Who
get
play. They've had
they try
Queen
to
and
get-
the
I
Who
know.
play.
But they've been over the past couple of years. They've been trying to get trendier. But Taylor Swift, the fact that she's able to turn that shit down means she's got big fucking nuts, dude. She's big dick swinger, man.
She doesn't get paid for that though. They don't get paid to do the Super Bowl, do they?
No, I think they got to pay for their own shit too, like their own
Right. So
stage
she's breaking records with her Eras tour. Why the fuck would she do that?
But that's my thing is people want to do it. They want to do it just because it's a big deal. For her, she's like, I'm already a big deal, bitch. She's like, I already sold that arena out 2 days ago.
All I want is some rock. You know, let's cater to the actual NFL fan.
Right.
Guys like rock and roll. Guys who like football. Girls like football. We like rock and roll. Enough of this. Stop trying to fucking shove hip hop in there. Stop trying to shove fucking, I just
Okay,
do,
but
do
Snoop
something
Dogg,
for
Snoop Dogg and
us.
50 Cent and Dre, that was cool as shit.
That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
I
But
admit that.
It was throwback though, so it wasn't the new shit. It was all the old school shit.
But Taylor Swift's fans, they don't watch the National Football League. They're all teeny bopping fucking
Right.
girls
True,
and shit.
true.
And finally, we're starting. This is like a new segment. Jay's got to make something.
I gotta
for it.
make
Maybe
some.
we
Yeah, I
over
didn't
the
have time.
weekend.
Yeah.
Like the bad jokes of the day. Or there's got to be. I'll think of something more clever than that.
Okay.
But like, we'll just end the show with all these really stupid one-liners. And someone actually DM me. A couple people DM me, Corey. They like when you try to guess the joke. And there he goes. He doesn't like the idea. Pick it up from. They like when you try to guess the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. They like when you try to guess the joke. All right.
Okay, let's do it.
Bad jokes of the day. Here we go. Intense heat can trigger mental health issues.
Usually intense.
It's hard to make jokes up on the spot.
Yeah,
So
it
this is Corey's got a
Intense
really
heat.
hard job. here.
Intense heat. Say that again. Intense heat can cause,
Intense heat can trigger mental health issues.
which is why my mom was so crazy during menopause.
No, I chose. So that's why the Cardinals paid Kyler Murray all that money. I made it a football joke. See? Because he's overpaid
got it.
and doesn't deserve all those millions. It was the heat.
Got it.
Drove him crazy. I said these are bad jokes. There's been a rise in alcohol-related U.S. deaths.
At least they didn't quit.
Okay, all right. I said
at least they're not quitters. I don't know.
just wait until the Packers fans see them play without Aaron Rodgers. Huh? Football one there. Yeah. Today is National.
Two football ones.
Yeah, today's National Bad Poetry Day.
Got nothing.
No.
Taylor Swift's taking the day off. She's more than done her part.
I was going to say Edgar Allan. Nobody cares.
Yeah, see, now that's good. The Brooklyn Public Library has created Jay-Z themed library cards.
The one time Jay-Z was ever at a library.
Hold on. No. And
Kind of, Jay.
Nobody
Jay's
that
close.
goes to the library. Yeah.
Brooklyn Public Library has created Jay-Z. Go ahead.
And everyone going to the library is wondering who this black guy is on their card.
God. Well, good night, everybody. Brooklyn Public Library has created Jay-Z themed library cards.
Library.
No, they're for people who have 99 problems, but a book ain't one.
Go out on that one. That was a good one.
No, I think we can do better.
No, keep going.
All right.
Yeah, two more. Oh gosh, yeah. This next one's not as good as the book ain't one. Vanna White missed recent episodes of Wheel of Fortune because she had COVID.
I don't know.
Vanna, nobody cares. That's a good one.
No.
Vanna White missed recent episodes of Wheel of Fortune because she had COVID, and also because anyone can do her job. See, I told you.
Oh, what the shit? That's mean.
Jay could do her job.
But true.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
And finally, in the midst of her divorce, yeah, I think Corey's probably going to give us the get out line on this one. I have a feeling. In the midst of her divorce, Britney Spears says she's buying a horse.
That's just a funny visual. Who's coming to the donkey party? It was a donkey show.
I didn't even get specific. I just said, in the midst of her divorce, Britney Spears is buying a horse. I'm not even going to ask. Because I went sex. In my mind, I went sex.
No, that's what I said. The donkey
Yeah.
show. Come to the donkey show.
Yeah, I pictured Britney on the porch looking down at the horse who just left, going, can't you just give me 2 minutes? Yeah, I had this whole scenario in my head there.
She's buying a horse because the stripper pole already gave up on her.
There was the badump bump. There you go.
That wasn't really
There's
that funny.
There's more we could do.
Kat says, nay, I did it again. Let's see.
Yeah, he's right. You should have went out. You should have went out on the Jay-Z one. These are hard.
These are hard. Super Kane would have had an answer for those. Maybe you edit it. So on Spotify and Apple, we do go out after the good one.
All right. Okay.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
What?
Time out.
What?
Say the Britney Spears line again.
All
Say
right.
the Britney Spears line again.
In the midst of her divorce, Britney Spears says she's buying a horse.
Oh my God! I can't believe Sarah Jessica Parker was for sale.
Now we gotta leave it all in. There you go. Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend. Oh my
Later.
God.